My life will never be in somebody else's hands. No, this is my shit.
Okay, so if you could introduce yourself.
Bitch, please.
Y'all know who the fuck I am.
Hello and welcome back to OhSeaux Chanel. I am your girl Deanna Chanel. Bro, I originally made this video. I started this. I don't know if you can tell, but I have been crying. I was gonna come up here and tell you like the first part of my trafficking story because today, well, today from yesterday to today, it makes 2 years since I escaped, right? And I have not been putting dates on anything, or I haven't really been putting a time on life because my life has just really not been for real. To be honest, if you gonna tell me it's been 2 years, I wouldn't have said 2 years. It's been like five for me. Like, I'm sorry. It's been like 5 years for me, but I don't know why. That's why I try not to put time on it, because I keep thinking that time is gonna equate it not hurting as bad, but it still hurts a lot because I mean, essentially, that's 2 years since I kind of just 2 years since I've spoken to my family. 2 years since I guess we both made the conscious effort to be done with each other. So it's been a very long 2 years. But um, what do you want to talk about if you're not ready to talk about that? I do though. It's like I really do, but I'm honestly still so ashamed. And sometimes it'd be so hard to talk about things you're ashamed of. I hate how shaky my voice is, but whatever. I don't give a fuck. I hate that. That feeling of that feeling of being so ashamed because you were ignorant, but it's just like you didn't fucking know. You can't help what you don't know. I don't like. We do love to say, if you knew better, you would do better. You would do better, right? I really do feel like if I knew better, I would have done better. But constantly, people do know better, and they still don't do better. But I'm one of those. I touch a hot ass stove and I get a third-degree burn. I'm not gonna touch that motherfucker again. I'm actually not making shit on the stove ever again. Fuck is you talking about? Hold on. But it's just like still a level of like just I'm ashamed. I'm truly ashamed. But I shouldn't be. I mean, 2 years. Hey, it could have not been 2 years escaped. You know what I'm saying? I could have still been there. I don't know if people know, but that was the second time I tried to escape. The first time I tried to escape, he ended up dragging me back to the car. I I can't even like the first time I tried to escape, right? He got mad cuz I don't know if anybody knows, but I was with another girl. I don't think that she saw it as being traffic. It seemed like she was happy there, but um he got mad because he got mad at us because the night before when we took his car to the corner store, we had smoked his roach blunt or whatever, and she's supposed to be coaching me, be the lead wife or lead girlfriend. And I had told her, I had like, hey, like, you sure about this? And she was like, yeah, he'll be okay, this, that, and the third. And so uh Fast forward next day, he wakes up, he's upset. So he starves us the whole day. He don't come back to the hotel with no food, no water, don't say nothing. And so at this point, like we do, I could walk around the hotel, but I could not leave that hotel, right? Um so I'm there all day. I'm talking to Gregory. I'm telling him what's going on. Like I'm hungry, I'm delirious. Like with this pimp, I stayed in a constant state of dehydration. I was always just starved. He always kept us high. Um it was just I was delirious the whole time, if you want me to be honest. Um but fast forward, he got he said he saw me walking around the hotel, and so he comes back to his car or whatever, and he's like, what's been going on with you? Da 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 da. And I'm telling him like, I'm hungry, I'm thirsty, and honestly, I just don't want to be here. So anytime I say anything like that, he's like, oh, you're just being emotional. Like, just blames it on me being a woman, and he said some slick stuff like, oh, since y'all like to do stuff together, I'm about to. He made a comment about the roach being smoked or whatever. He was like, since y'all like to do stuff together, I'm about to have y'all doing more stuff together. It was the malicious way that he said it. And at this point, he had already hit me. He had already backhand me. Like, that's how it happened. That's how I got hit. We were driving down the road. He had told me that, oh, yeah, you're going to be in the club, but you need to be on the blade selling ass because that's how it starts. Like in training, you have to start, like, if you want to be the supervisor, you got to learn all your duties like, uh, beforehand. But didn't nobody tell me that? Why the fuck would I sign up for that? I don't need nobody to help me sell my body. I'm a very smart woman. I could have did that shit myself. So I didn't need him for that. Why would I? Come on. Like that shit pissed me off. So that's why he got mad. And boom, when I said I was not going to be on the blade, like I was not doing that, and I said you can literally put me out, like I'll find another hotel and like I'll reboot it. It didn't matter. He backhanded me so fast, and that's how my yeah, I don't even know how it was that, but he didn't get this one. He got this side of my face. I don't know, maybe it was because he had long hands, but backhand me, and my lip was swollen. I thought he busted my eye. Like that pain, oh my gosh, let me pick this back up. That pain that I experienced, it wasn't like a kick to a face. It wasn't like I've had like I used to play sports continuously growing up. That wasn't like a ball to the face. That wasn't like anything I had ever experienced. I thought like my little socket was fucked, but I was just screaming and yelling because I didn't know what was going on. I didn't know if my eye was bloody. I didn't know what to expect. I just know my face was on fire. But when he fast forward to being in that car, sorry, I had to gather myself. Fast forward to being in that car, he like the way he said what he said, I'm like, I'm not dealing with this shit again. I'm not dealing with this shit again. My life will never be in somebody else's hands. No, this is my shit. This is my shit. This is my life. The fuck are we talking about? So he started with that rah rah stuff. No, the video literally cut off. There ain't nothing but a damn devil, damn storage. I need to, I need to order that damn SD card. But anyway, what was I at? Oh, he started talking all crazy. I'm like, baby, fuck no, fuck all this. And I in my head, I'm like, I don't care what he talking about. I'm not dealing with it though. So I, oh my gosh, sorry. I'm. It's like I get triggered thinking about this. Okay, so this was around the time of when Texas had those hurricanes, and they had all those those white utility trucks, and those big white trucks that men drive. That's all that's in this hotel. There's a bunch of men staying here helping out with the hurricane or whatever, and like recovering. So remember that. And I'm gonna walk you through my emotions. But he says what he says. I'm like, no, I'm not doing any of that. So I'm like about to get out the car. He grabs my arm. And so like we are literally fighting and he's trying to keep me in, but I'm trying to be tactful about how I open the door because it's like one of those utility vans or whatever, like next to the car. Then he starts like getting like very rough and like he starts mouthing off or whatever. The rougher he gets, I'm like, fuck this, because he's gonna elevate, duh. And so I said, I like yanked and I knocked the door open and I ran and like I'm like screaming. And I can't tell you, I can't even like begin to describe how this moment, how embarrassing it was. And like looking back, I was in when it comes to asking for help, it's like this is why I don't ask for help. It's like I was screaming help, 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 and I went in the hotel and I was screaming help, 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 like call the police. And I had Gregory on the phone with me, like, and he was recording it the whole time. But and a lot of people gonna be like, oh, why didn't you do something with your phone? I anything that I did with Gregory, I would have to delete, or he would never like he would never suspect anything because he knew Gregory was my gay best friend from back home or whatever. And my pimp was in my phone like consistently. When I got hit and my eye got swollen, I was taking videos and footage and everything. He went in my phone and he deleted that shit. So he was in my phone all the time. So I went in the lobby and I was like telling people to call for help, like screaming, screaming, screaming. And I'm pretty sure like they didn't know what to do, but somebody say call 911, like call 911. And so the pimp takes off, like goes away in the car or whatever. And I'm telling Gregory, I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. And I'm just like bawling. I'm like in the front of the hotel just bawling. And I'm just like, oh my gosh, oh my gosh. Like even as I'm telling you this shit is so crazy to me. Even replaying that moment. And like somebody told me next time yell fire, 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 not help. Because people, I don't know, people freeze, I guess, when you say help, but fire, people move into action more. Um, but like these white men come out and they're like, are you okay? Are you okay? And I'm sorry. These white men come up to me and they're like, are you okay? And I'm like, no, like I need help. I need the cops. I need the cops. I don't know what I was saying in that moment, but I'm pretty sure I was saying he was trying to kill me. But I'm on the phone with Gregory and like the pimp comes back. He comes back, he pulls up and the cops didn't like respond quick enough. Like it hadn't been that long. Like all that happened probably 3 minutes. 3 minutes of him leaving, me going to the front desk and like them coming like, do you need help? The pimp comes back. He drags me to the car. Come on, baby. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. And I'm like, no, like I'm good. Like, and I'm like, I'm he's dragging me literally to the car, and he has to be dragging me because I'm turning the other way. Like I just wanted to be left alone. I just wanted to be left alone, left there. I didn't have shit. I didn't have shit in that moment, but my phone. I didn't give a fuck. Just leave me there. All I had was my life. That's all that you're gonna leave me with. Like I don't even know. Like just leave me alone. And so that's what I was telling him. But he drugged me back to the car, and I was so scared because I'm like, damn, now I'm back in this same car where I got bust in the face in. Joy. So he on the phone with the other girl. He on the phone with the other girl. They're going like he's mad at her because he's like, oh, you supposed to be coaching her. You supposed to be coaching her all this other stuff. And all the bitches and hoes he called me that time that night, man. I just didn't know what to expect. But me and him, we stayed. I used to do like little. I'm not. people do dumb things, right? It doesn't make them a dumb person. It's like I'm able to make mistakes and still be, I'm a smart bitch. I'm smart as fuck, but I'm allowed to make mistakes. But that night we drove off in that car, and my body was pinned to that door. I did not want to be nowhere near him. He had snatched my phone, hung up on the call with Gregory. I think Gregory had he was on his iPad, so I think he had the call or whatever. Uh Took my phone that night. I was just in that car. I was just quiet. And he was like, why you bunched up? I'm like, last time you literally hit me in my face. And so we're just in there. He used to do this thing. He used to just play R&B. He was an R&B lover. And so we're just sitting in this car, and he had the nerve to bring me back to um the apartment he had. He used to let me do kind of be free. Free, Like I would do have like walk I would walk not far. It wouldn't be far, but he would let me go look at the stars sometimes, or anything that I was able to do, he was always right there. But I would take pictures. I would take pictures purposely because iPhone keeps locations on pictures. So if I was like, if I ever am able to escape this, I know where he stay. I got the pen right here. I had already gotten I'm good with cars. Year, model, make. I already knew that. I already had the license plate. There was like a lot of things that I was already taking mental notes of. But it's just like when you're dealing with somebody dangerous, you got to be very smart. You got to be very smart. Well, when you're dealing with somebody, especially who can overpower you, I had to move in a certain way. But um but yeah, that night, shoot, that night after that, do you know I tried to escape. Do you know he brought me back to his place? We slept in his car. Do you know I was assaulted that night? I don't know what it is. I don't know the idea behind. Well, I was sexually assaulted, but I don't know what they get out of that. Or if I was a man, I wouldn't even want a woman who's hoeing, like who is a known hoe. Like you make me sell my body, but you also make me give my body to you. That's just weird to me. That's so weird to me. So weird to me. And maybe it was a difference. People always ask me this. People always ask me this. I came out the game with no diseases. Thank you, by the way. Usually pimps have you do all that stuff protected. So I hate that. Usually that's like the elephant. That's kind of an elephant in a room. There shouldn't be multiples, but the way people usually ask me that shit. But anyway, but yeah, he assaults. I don't get that idea of sleeping with me and I'm a hoe, but whatever. In his eyes, I'm in his eyes I was his hoe. I think that's the idea of it. But that's why I don't like the trick, the the way that people say, "Oh, he's a trick, he's a trick." You ain't seen a fucking trick. You ain't seen a fucking trick. And that's why I be wanting to tell women, you have not seen a trick. As someone who has been on the blade, been in high heels, had my only mission was to go out there and make some money. Purposely, I had somebody counting the condoms that I'm bringing back. You ain't seen a trick. You have not seen a fucking trick. The game, the things that I had to learn and know, man, fuck out of here. You ain't seen no fucking trick. That's why I get so disgusted when we use verbiage like that. Cause no, that's a whole different world, man. That's a whole different world. The shit that I went through with that, man. Come on now. But yeah, where was I going with that? I don't know. That is my first. That was the first time I tried to escape though. But that's why when it came to me escaping the second time, I had to be real smart about it. I had to be real smart about it. So how did I end up in Denver, Colorado, right? Do you want to know how we ended up in Colorado? That'll be the part two. Like, share, subscribe. Bye.